Hello there, this is MagentaPixie speaking. I have recently been asked by a lot of people, what is channeling? Well, the answer to that means I could go on forever really, as it's a word that means different things to different people. Channeling, well, for a long time I didn't particularly like using that word because what I do seems to me to be so natural and normal, and everyone does this, everyone channels in different ways. But channeling does explain what I do, so I have happily taken the word on board and I'm okay with being referred to as a channeler. You will find people delivering messages of hope and love who are connected in this way, who are in essence channeling, but they do not use that word. I think the reason for that is that often channeling conjures an image of communicating with a being or source of energy outside of oneself. Well, of course, it is that, but it is more than that, and it can be seen by some as not being that. These perceptions are all correct if they are part of an individual's meaningful subjective experience. Channeling could be seen as similar to mediumship, whereby the communicator communicates with the realm of spirit. These are relatives, people you have known who have passed over to the astral realms. The difference here is a channeler communicates with the beings in the dimensions above the dimensions of the spirit world, bearing in mind that all dimensions exist in the same place and that one is not in actuality higher than the other. Each of these realms are aspects of a one and the same source. Therefore, in essence, I communicate with pure source energy, which is pure consciousness, which contains the minds and thoughts and energy imprints of everything and everyone in every time, dimension and sphere. But for ease of explanation, we use levels of dimensions, and the channeler communicates with fifth and sixth dimensional energies, bypassing the level of spirit and moving into the level of higher self, the spiritual teachers, the guides, the ascended masters, the angelic and extraterrestrial realms, and then bypassing these realms they reach the realm of the divine cosmic grid of creation, which is a place of electricity, manifestation and energy. It is a place of love, intelligent thought and music. It is a place of colour and light. It is here one meets the living geometric masters who show themselves in their truest form, that one can view them when in human form. It is this dimension that is viewed by the scientists, and the particles in this dimension love to be observed in this way, and they come forward to eagerly show themselves. This is the antimatter realm. The scientists can only see with their human eyes and human technology one fragment of the whole. When that scientist merges the use of both the left and the right brain and feels this dimension as the channeler does, they achieve genius state and truly see the geometric masters. These are the scientists who will discover the unified field. When looking in this way, does the channeler therefore communicate with a being outside of herself or himself? Well, yes, he or she does, but he or she is also communicating with an energy within herself, within her body, for this source energy of pure consciousness exists within the DNA, which has memory. And the important thing to note here is that everyone has DNA, therefore everyone can channel. Channeling can be via either direct speaking whilst in a slightly altered state, or a deeper trance, or by automatic writing, where the energies come through the arms and fingers into the keyboard. And I do both of these means of channeling. Each channel accesses their higher self or light energies in the way that feels right to them. Those who are destined to channel will have this marker in their incarnate blueprint and will have had experiences of this nature, of channeling, since childhood. very often in the form of an imaginary friend or fairy or imaginary pet. The guides and angels communicate with us by bringing about a meaningful, subjective experience. Therefore, we, the channelers, cannot give you the proof and the trust that you need. You need to find this for yourselves. Your meaningful, subjective experience will have started during childhood, and very often aspects of this meaningful experience will be past life memories as well. To receive the meaningful subjective experience from the guides of higher light is to embark on a wonderful journey of discovery. Sometimes you will find that different channels say different things. Well, this is because each channel attracts a matching frequency light partner and sees different aspects of the same source. Adding to that, there is always a certain amount of distortion as the channel interprets the feelings and images into language. Only you can decide if a particular channeled message resonates with you. The advice on this from the guides is, if something feels right and resonates with you, then take that on board as part of your gathering of knowledge, and leave anything that does not resonate with you. You may find you need to listen to several different channels in order to formulate your subjective vision of truth, and this is recommended. I've had lots of people asking me for help to be able to channel their guides, and I have been helping people to make this connection. The thing is, I cannot enable you to channel your guides. That is up to you and the guides around you to make this connection and take the journey together. And it's a wonderful journey to take. But I can help you get on the first rung of the ladder, so to speak. If you feel strongly that this is what you want to do, then it's right for you to do so. One of the greatest tools at our disposal right now, as this new energy comes into this planet, is to have a strong link with the higher self forces, a strong link with our guides and our angels, a strong link with the Galactic Council of loving extraterrestrial forces and their motherships who currently surround our planet with love. This could all be translated as having activated DNA, or DNA that is mutating from the 2-strand to the 12-strand, for that is the ascension. So being able to channel is one way of having that link, but there are many ways to have this link to the deeper part of ourselves. Expressing our creativity, be it through art, poetry, music or theatre, is another way of linking to that higher energy field. Teaching or public speaking, even if you are a politician, is another way of accessing that link and delivering your love to others if it is done correctly through the path of the light. So in answer to that very good question, what is channeling? Well, it is connecting to a deeper essence. Be it perceived as within yourself or cosmic or both, it is finding that part of yourself that brings you joy and peace and inspiration, and it can be done in many ways. Thank you.